So many senior leaders, members of governments, scholars, and industrial innovators together under one roof to talk about the greatest security challenges of our generation. We are in the hallowed halls of Romania's National Defense University, so it is only fitting that I ask Major General Eugen Mavriș, Rector of the National Defense University, to take the stage and open this forum. I had the privilege of working shoulder to shoulder with Major General Mavriș in another time when he oversaw the construction of Naval Support Facility Devaselu and the Avis Ashore anti-ballistic missile system therein. He's a great friend and an accomplished leader. Please join me in welcoming Major General Mavriș.
Thank you, Dave, for your nice words. John Ciucă, President of Romanian Senate, General Petraeus, distinguished guests, it's a great pleasure and honor to welcome all of you to Carol First National Defense University today. First of all, I would like to say a few words about our university, just to let you know who we are. Our university is the highest institution of military education in the Romanian Armed Forces and has a long history. It has been established 135 years ago and has been all along this time the cornerstone in the education of the commanders and the staff officers of the Romanian Armed Forces. Today, we are fully integrated in the national higher education system and consistently involved in various Euro-Atlantic education initiatives and projects, being deeply committed in providing high-quality education to all our students and In addition, we are always willing to support initiatives meant to disseminate security culture in the Romanian society, which we consider of paramount importance, especially in the current complex and very difficult security environment. General Petraeus, let me wish you a warm welcome in our university, and thank you for choosing us as this venue for launching of your book. Following an impressive and accomplished military career, I'm confident that the ideas and experiences that you decided to share in your book will inform the readers and encourage them to continuously increase their awareness and knowledge regarding security and defense. Thank you for your attention, and let me wish you a fruitful activity in National Defense University. Thank you very much.
I would now like to ask Mr. George Scutaru to take the stage, former Member of Parliament, former National Security Advisor to the President of Romania, and now the CEO of the New Strategy Center. There is nobody who understands the regional security situation better than George, and of course the great team at the New Strategy Center, which he leads. Every time I speak to Georgia, I learn something about the region and its most significant threats, and I'm honored to make his introduction. Please join me in welcoming Mr. George Scutaru.
Chairman of the Senate, distinguished guests, we thank you for joining us for the launch of the book Conflict, The Evolution of Warfare from 1945 to Ukraine, authored by American General David Petraeus, one of America's most famous military commanders and former CIA director, and along with historian Andrew Roberts. We are honored to have one of the authors, retired General David Petraeus, with us today, whom we welcome. Thank you, General. In our effort to contribute to the enhancement of security culture in Romania, we are pleased to announce that New Strategy Center will donate a portion of the purchased books to the libraries of the National Defense University, the Land Force Academy, the Naval Force Academy, the Air Force Academy, and the National Intelligence Academy. By doing so, we want to provide young Romanian officers a direct access to valuable work in strategic analysis, contributing to the strengthening of security culture in Romania. This entire book launch project, including General David Petraeus' visit to Romania, has been made possible thanks to the support of the Romanian company Leviathan, which has an extensive experience in design and construction, including the military sector. The launch of this book shows us the excellent cooperation between the independent strategic analysis community and the business sector in Romania, and I would like to greet CEO of the Leviathan company, Mr. Cătălin Podaru, and express my deeply gratitude on the behalf of the New Strategy Center for his constantly support. Thank you, Cătălin. Distinguished General Petraeus, the Black Sea has become a battlefield. In your book, you mentioned that Moskva cruiser is the largest vessel sunk in conflict since the Second World War. This happened only 40 miles from the Romanian shores. Also, we observe how close Iran is to Romania now. Shahed drones constantly attack and strikes Ukrainian ports on the Danube River, very close to our shores and to our ports. Very close to Romania is Odessa port, bombed with Russian missiles using China-made components. Some missiles are not only produced in Russia, but also come from North Korea. Kinetic and hybrid warfare are now part of the lives of the countries bordering the Black Sea. Sir, thank you for accepting the New Strategy Center's invitation to visit Romania and for witnessing the strategic importance of the Black Sea. Personalities like you, General Ben Hodges, or James Carafano here, understand the significance of the region, and I'm confident, sir, that regardless of who will be elected as the President of the United States in this November, Romania will remain an important ally for the United States, and the Black Sea will be on the map of the strategic interest of the United States of America. Thank you very much.
Truly humbled to introduce our next speaker, a former combat leader, Chief of Land Forces, Chief of Defense, Minister of Defense, Prime Minister, and President of the Senate, Senator Nicolae Ciucă. As a young colonel, I was tasked to escort then General Ciucă on a visit to Wiesbaden, Germany, and the U.S. Army Europe change of command for Lieutenant General Ben Hodges. It seems like only yesterday, sir. I was in awe of his leadership then, and I wish him all the best in all of his future endeavors. Please join me in a round of applause for President of the Senate, Nicolae Ciucă.
Dear General Petraeus, dear colleagues from Romanian Parliament, Mrs. Secretary of State, General Mavrish, the Commandant of the Defense Academy, dear General Ben Hodges, dear Ben, generals, ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, I am really very pleased and honored to have the opportunity to be involved in this very important event for our military academy and for our armed forces, taking into account that I have the privilege to meet General Petraeus, if I remember well, in 2017 also, during the national New Strategy Center, conference, when once you shake my hand, you said, "Are you the Chief of Defense?" And I said, "Yes." And I will always remember that question. What is making you not sleeping at night? You remember that? So also we have the privilege to serve together in Iraq and Afghanistan, not in Bosnia-Herzegovina, but we've been there, however. So thank you very much for choosing to be part of our community here in Romania and to pay attention, to be involved in the measures to be taken in order to cope with everything which is happening in the Black Sea region. So I also have the privilege to have a tête-à-tête meeting before this event, and I really very much appreciate what we have discussed and also what we have remembered, including General Ben Hadjis, without knowing that he will be present at this event. So God is leveraging everything, including your presence here, Ben. And yeah, that's great. So, ladies and gentlemen, this evening we gather to celebrate a special moment amid a tumult of elections, crises, and daily events. We pause to appreciate the launch of a book that is the very epitome strategic thinking. So, as I told you, one of my friends bring me this book from United States a couple of months ago, and I did spend some time reading, at least if I remember well, the first 2 chapters, and I do really appreciate everything what is written there, and it's quite an important analysis of what happened since the end of the Second World War till now, including the war in Ukraine. So it's a great book. I'm sure all the women and men in uniform, and not only, will read it once they will get it. Today, Romanian readers gain an insightful glimpse into the mind of a great strategist, drawing upon a prestigious career. Conflict, the evolution of warfare from 1945 to Ukraine, authored by General David Petraeus and historian Andrew Roberts, examines how war has evolved from 1945 to the present conflict in Ukraine, highlighting the changes and lessons learned. It is a remarkable work, and I extend my gratitude to the New Strategy Center for bringing us together for these significant occasions at the National Defense University, a pivotal institution for military education in Romania. Today we have a war close to Romania's borders, the largest conflict on European soil since the end of the Second World War. The first phase of the war in Ukraine started in 2014 with the annexation of Crimea, as stated in the book written by General Petraeus. Here, during our discussions, I shared with General Petraeus that according to my understanding of what happens in the Black Sea region. This war started back in 2008, and he was announced by President Putin back in 2007 during the Munich conference. It's my personal opinion. We will see. We can discuss about it. But this conflict is not just against Ukraine. It is first and foremost a war against the values that we, the United States and Romania, believe in, that the entire democratic world shares. I also strongly believe that the fate of the current security system, built with substantial US input after 1945, it's also at stake in the fields of Ukraine. Dictatorships and autocratic states will release Russia's victory if our aid to Ukraine ceases, and it will encourage them to be more aggressive and provocative, primarily against US interests around the globe. Here, on the shores of the Black Sea, we will continue to defend democratic values as part of NATO and the European Union. Maintaining a free and open Black Sea is important, not only for Romania, but also for the US, because the impact of what happens in the Black Sea goes beyond our region. The Black Sea means food security, energy and connectivity, a platform linking the Baltic Sea to the Mediterranean Sea